Hi, in this segment we're going to be showing you how to do some simple exercises you can do at home. Sometimes you can't get into a formal pulmonary rehab program, so these will be great for you to use at home. The ultimate or ideal goal, though, is to start using these exercises before your COPD gets too bad. COPD can devastate your body, and being proactive instead of reactive is always better. It's never too soon or too late to start a pulmonary rehab program, even if it's just these simple exercises you can do at home. Mike Clark will be showing you these simple exercises. Mike's a registered respiratory therapy and has been doing pulmonary rehab for many years. As always, though, consult your doctor before you start any exercise program. Helping Mike out today will be Louise Grove. She's a COPD patient and has used these exercises many times herself. Take it away, guys.
Hello, I'm Mike Clark, and I'm a respiratory therapist here to show you some simple things you could do at home to help manage your COPD. With daily exercise, daily activities tend to become a little bit less difficult. Symptoms such as shortness of breath, fatigue, and weakness may be less or more manageable. When this happens, it gives you some physical confidence, which can make a person feel less depressed and often improve their outlook on life. An effective exercise program includes stretching and flexibility, aerobic exercise or stamina training, and strength and resistance training. Now, before we start anything, let me show you how to breathe. Properly using those abdominal muscles and pursed lip breathing method. To practice breathing from the belly, put one hand over your belly, or this underneath the rib cage, and another hand on your chest, like this. And when you breathe in, your hand should come out, and your hand and your chest should stay flat. Don't push it out with your muscles. Do it with proper breathing. Again, like this. Go ahead and try that. Breathe in slowly with your nose, exhaling 2 to 3 times longer than it took to breathe in. When you exhale, exhale through pursed lips, just like you're breathing through a straw or you're kissing somebody. If you want to strengthen those belly muscles, you can always lie on your back, put a tissue box on your belly, move the tissue box up and down with your breathing. When you get real good at that, you can always put a bag of beans on your belly or even a phone book or something a little bit heavier to increase that resistance and that weight to strengthen that diaphragm. That diaphragm is a muscle, and that increased resistance can strengthen that muscle, the major muscle of breathing. Now, before aerobic or strength training, always stretch to warm up and get that body ready for exercise. Stretching can also enhance flexibility. The good thing to do is pick several stretches of both upper and lower body that you like. Do them slowly and deliberately using proper breathing, such as the pursed lip breathing that I showed you previously. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some simple shoulder shrugs like this. And don't forget about that abdominal and pursed lip breathing. Again, doing the best you can to use your belly, but really squeeze those lips together. Another type of stretch you can do is arms straight out and then back, just like that. Arms straight out and then back. And don't forget to breathe. Just like that. And finally, you can do another stretch, like a shoulder stretch, where you bring your arms up and down like that, or to and fro like that. There are literally hundreds of stretches that you can do with the upper body. And don't forget about the lower body, doing leg lifts and ankle circles, and again, all those stretches to help warm up that lower body. Also, let me talk about weights and strength training. When you lift those weights, first of all, start off with real light weights, like for instance, 1 pound weights. If 1 pound weights are too heavy, get some tuna cans and lift those and do some curls, do some laterals, and if you can, don't have any shoulder problems, do those press-ups. Now don't forget to breathe by using that belly and doing that pursed-lip breathing. Also, we have different types of instruments you can use. In addition to hand weights, we've got stretchy rubber bands called TheraBand. And TheraBand, you can purchase those at many stores for a cost around $10. But they're stretchy rubber bands that you can use the same way you would weights. You curl the band up in your hand and you put the end of the band underneath your foot, and you can do curls that way. Or you can do the laterals that way. Or even pull downs. You can grab onto the TheraBand and pull it down either behind your neck or in front of you. Okay? So therefore, we've covered the strength, the flexibility, and the stretching, and also we've covered the resistance training with the weights and the TheraBand. Okay? So let me talk a little bit about the stamina training or the aerobic training. And mainly aerobic training is a type of exercise that you want to do for many minutes, at least, if you can, at least 10 minutes, better yet 15, better yet 30 minutes of exercise that gets your heart rate up. For instance, a treadmill or a bicycle, or if you have access to a swimming pool, exercising and keep on moving for several minutes. Treadmills, for instance, can cost anywhere from $200 to $1,000. Again, exercise bicycles, you can probably buy a little bit cheaper, maybe for around $100, $150 on up. And finally, with the exercise, you want to start off by doing the exercise 3 times a week. And then work your way up and build your way up. Start off with 3 times a week. Start off easy, start off slow. If you can only walk for 5 minutes on the treadmill or 2 minutes on the treadmill, start that and then keep on increasing slowly. Finally, after 3 days a week becomes a routine, you can always add a day a week, for instance. To make exercise more fun and interesting, you can do different things. For instance, if you normally walk in a treadmill or ride an exercise bicycle, try joining an aerobics class at your local health club or YMCA. Now, you have to remember that this exercise, pulmonary rehabilitation, does not stop when insurance quits covering, okay, if insurance covers pulmonary rehab. Many hospitals have wellness exercise facilities that offer maintenance therapy, or where you pay yourself as opposed to the insurance covering it. And that way you can continue your good habits with exercise. Also, another resource is, of course, your local American Lung Association. They can put you in contact with Better Breathers groups, or places that you may be able to get into a formal pulmonary rehabilitation program or an exercise program. Thank you very much, and happy exercise.